Hello. So this week for Mr. Burns, what really was memorable to me was that they chose The Simpsons. I've never really been much into The Simpsons, never really got into it. So for me, I look at The Simpsons and I'm like, is that how we want our society to be remembered? So, I mean, I guess, a lot of people like it and it's a long running show, so that could play into it, but never really my thing. And then for something meaningful, I thought it was really meaningful that when they met Gibson, this post apocalyptic world, these people had lists of family and friends that they wanted to keep tabs on, that they would ask new people if they knew anything about. And I thought that was really meaningful. For themes, I think they all kind of centered around theater itself. That theater fits itself for the time. So at the end, I imagine that wasn't really a society that would have been very open to comedy. They wouldn't really understand comedy, maybe, because that wasn't how their life was. So it fits itself for the times. And just that with all these theater troops, that theater is important, that it goes past a lot of these problems, and it's an important part of life no matter what kind of life it is. And also that entertainment kind of reflects life itself. So they take this episode of The Simpsons and you see how it evolves to kind of fit the society that is watching it and performing it. So they fit in these things about power plants burning and things that reflect the current society and not how it was originally aired. So this play is obviously a tragedy. Instead of realizing his mistake, Mr. Burns kills the family, and then he himself is killed by Bart, who is normally this humorous character, and he becomes dark in killing someone, and then just it conflicts with normal humorous endings. It's not funny, it's sad. For relating to other acts to the third act, in the first act they confuse Sideshow Bob with Mr. Burns, but in the third act that flip has actually happened. So in the first act they're arguing about it, in the third act that's actually how it's performed. And then they also talk, it's in the play, or in the first two acts it's described that there were these power plants that exploded and that there's no more power. And in the third act in the play, that's part of it as well, that they work that into the play. For the significance, I think it shows that even in this post-apocalyptic world that these people still seek entertainment, that they're struggling to survive, but they still seek that entertainment. And I also think it shows that theater evolves with its society, so it changes over time. For pop culture stories that live in a post-apocalyptic world, I guess I think of Harry Potter, because it's very big in today's society. Lots of people are very into it. It's a long story, so it could eat up a lot of time, and it's a fantasy to kind of escape a hard life.